you too. If you're not hydrating today, I'm gonna know because I see everything. So as you're rocking side to side, go ahead and go into some of those circling motions. Right, that's my new favorite. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I better lower my screen. I don't know if you can see me all the way. So go on side to side with those circles. And then now we're gonna have one knee to our chest, other leg out straight, and you're just gonna go side to side. So on this, remember, if your back's feeling tight, just put one foot down and go side to side there. It's not gonna cheat you. It's just gonna make you feel better, right? And you can go slow. You can stretch out. You're like, oh, I'm kind of sore from yesterday maybe, right? And it doesn't even have to be from Pilates. If you were outside, that's enough to make you sore probably. So we're gonna go one more to each side. And then we're gonna have one of our legs up straight. It doesn't matter which one. Grab them behind our hamstring or calf. And we're gonna go side to side there. So just nice, easy pulls. If you feel like you wanna go a little quicker, if you're not too stiff, that's fine. If your hamstrings are all kinds of locked up today, just take your time, go nice and easy. Right, I won't be picky. You know that. Maybe I will, I don't know. We'll see. I think this one feels good. My hamstrings aren't too tight today, so if I'm not tight, you're not tight. That's the rules. So we're gonna go one more to each leg. Then we're gonna bend our knees, and we're gonna go into our favorite bridges. So we're gonna inhale in, exhale, we're gonna press up, squeeze those glutes. Nice, easy inhale, you're coming back. So just nice and controlled and relaxed. Try to get as large a range of motion as you can. And make sure you're squeezing, right? Wouldn't it be cool if like this video counted how many times I say the word squeeze? It would be. Maybe the next time I'll have someone just watch the class and count how many times I say the word squeeze or breathe, I don't know. So every time we're pressing up, use that exhale to power you up. That's what it's for, right? That's the only reason we're breathing. It just makes the exercise easier. Not because it keeps you alive, it makes the exercise easier. So now what you're gonna do, we're gonna press all the way up and we're just gonna come halfway down and back. So kind of a mini bridge here, but it's not fast. I don't want you going fast. I want you to just control that motion. And of course, what are you doing? Squeezing, that's right. So really controlled motions, still using that exhale. You should start to feel a little bit of a burn by now, I would hope. If not, then we better just start doing nonstop single leg bridges during warm-up because you're just too advanced for me. So on your next motion, go ahead, you're gonna press up, we're just gonna hold our bridge. So as you're holding, really drive through those feet, press those hips up as high as possible, and you're squeezing those glutes. So if you're actually squeezing, this should not be comfortable, right? It should be a little bit like, ugh, my butt hurts. Yep, that's good. We got about 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go into a slow and controlled crunch. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're relaxing our hips down. Hands are coming behind our head, and we're just doing a slow and controlled crunch. So exhale, we're gonna lift up. Inhale, we're gonna come back. So trying to keep those arms or your elbows wide. And remember, you wanna let that head rest in those hands, right? Try not to pull on your neck. Try to just use your core to lift up. Every time you lift up, your back should press into the ground a little bit more, right? And you might even shake because you're going slow. How crazy is that? Super crazy. Okay, and then in 15 seconds, we're gonna do our mini crunch. Mini crunches. Like the candy bar, right? A lot of exercises kind of sound like candy bars if you think about it. Okay, so you're gonna crunch up as high as you can. You're gonna come half down and up. So the goal of this is to try to keep those shoulder blades up off the floor, right? Try to just mostly stay up in a crunch. So your core is activated this whole time, and that's what makes this kind of evil, right? Right now, you'd prefer the mini crunch candy bar over these crunches, but you don't get them. Okay, you're doing a great job. In 5 seconds, we're just gonna do an isometric hold. So go ahead and lift. You're gonna hold. Elbows are wide. Keep that chin off your chest. Really, really focus in on squeezing and pushing that back down because we want our core to be awake. We are gonna do core bracing today, and it's gonna be so good for you. Okay, you got 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna relax down. So the next one that we're gonna do here, we're gonna bring both of our legs into tabletop, and we're gonna work on our core bracing here. So as you have your legs in tabletop, close your eyes, just really focus in on your core. I want you to press your lower back down to the ground. As you do that, you should feel your hips slightly roll up. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and you're just going to do a nice big inhale in through your nose. Nice big exhale out through your mouth. Okay? So now, of course, we're going to add to it. You're going to inhale in. As you exhale, kick those legs up straight, point your toes. Nice and easy. You'll inhale and come back. So on this, if you feel like you want to have one foot down on it, you could. But exhale, we're going to kick up. Inhale, we're going to come back down. And it's nice and controlled, right? If you're going really fast and you're breathing on this, you're going to hyperventilate, and that can't be there to save you. So really focus in on that core. You could even have your hands on your stomach muscles and just feel those muscles fire up, right? That's the coolest thing you can do, is feel your body in action, right? I think so. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. So if you're doing one leg at a time, you could switch legs. If you've got both feet up, you better keep both feet up, okay? So really, really focusing on the timing with that breathing. We're kicking our legs up straight because we want to lengthen out those hamstrings. So you're kind of getting a little bit of a stretch and core work. What? Who knew? So let's do two more here. There's one. Kicking back up. There's two. Then you're just going to relax down. We're going to go to our side, right? That's all we had to do there. So I don't care which side you start on, but we're just starting with our leg out straight. You're just going to kick up and down. Okay, so you could be on your elbow. If you like to be down on your tricep, that's fine too. Just make sure that you have your ankle, your knee, and your hip all moving together, right? It should be a nice straight line. And if not, I'm going to yell at you. If your leg looks bent, I can see it, and I'm going to say, what's that? I say, what's that garbage? You guys all look good so far. So that's good. So in 5 seconds, we're going to go into a pulse, right? Try to still think of keeping that core tight. And then now we're just going to pulse. So just small little motions. I got dog hair on me. Small little motions, making sure you're pointing your toe. That way you can keep that leg activated that whole time, right? You don't want to have a flappy ankle. You don't want to look like you have like a puppet foot. No. So we got 10 seconds, and then we're going to kick forward. Forward kicks are my favorite. It's like I'm kicking you. You're kicking me back. Okay. So core's tight. You'll kick forward and back. So if you're trying to think your breathing pattern, exhale, you kick forward. Inhale, you come back, right? You always exhale with the hard part of the movement, right? And you can't say, oh, this is all hard. No, it's not hard yet. In a little bit, yeah. Then you'll just be exhaling the whole time, I guess. You'll, and then I'll say, why did you pass out? And you said, well, you said to exhale on the hard part. Well, it's all hard here, right? Yeah, I know. That was a good joke. Good joke. Okay, so keep your leg forward as far forward as you can, and you're going to pulse up and down there. So your goal is to try to tap the ground and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Can you touch the floor? I don't know. Right? Isn't that a good time? So try not to let that leg come back to your other foot. Your goal is to keep that leg out in front of you that whole time. You have 15 seconds. Then we flip sides. You got 10 seconds hanging on to that motion. It's just now starting to burn. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to relax. Switch sides. And once you're in position, you'll kick that leg up and down. Right? I've started without you. That's okay. That's okay. And remember, you're trying to keep that leg as straight as you can. Right? I know you are. And you're pointing your toe, right? You don't want to have puppet feet. That's what I'm going to start calling it now, puppet feet. Right? Can you imagine like the Muppets, like if you had like strings attached to it? Yeah, you got it. You pictured it. I can tell. So 10 seconds until we pulse. Make sure you're still thinking of that core, right? You're not slouching on your shoulder. If it hurts your shoulder, you come down to your tricep, and it's going to keep you in that straight line. Okay, and now we're going to pulse. So small little motions. You go at what pace feels good to you. As long as you're keeping that leg straight and you're pointing that toe to keep that leg fully activated, I don't really care how fast you pulse, because it's going to work you either way. Right? That's the nice thing about Pilates. No matter what you do, it works you. You got 10 seconds, and then we kick forward. All right, 5 seconds here. All right, tightening up that core. You're going to kick forward and then come back. Forward and then come back. Right? You can picture you're kicking someone. Or this is how, remember, I tell you, we're practicing our social distancing, right? Your feet are all 6, or your legs are probably 6 feet long, right? Yeah. So core is staying tight. Control that leg. Try not to let your body rock back and forth like you're on a boat. You have 10 seconds until we pause. And we're almost there. So that's good. And it doesn't even burn. You guys have hips of steel. Okay, keep that leg as far forward as you can, pulsing up and down. See if you can tap that foot down to the ground and lift, right? Might as well, right? As long as you don't slap your foot down too hard. But try to maintain that position with that leg, right? As you get tired, your leg's gonna be like, oh, we could probably go back a little bit. Don't do it. Do not do it. You got 10 seconds. You're almost there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna relax, and we're gonna go to our hands and our knees here. So we're gonna kind of work into a bird dog position here. So you want your hands right underneath your shoulders. Our right leg is gonna be out straight. We're just gonna lift our right leg up and down. So try not to let that head hang down, right? Try to look out front a little bit in front of you at the edge of your mat, between those hands, right at your fingertips. And you only have to raise that leg up to your hip. So don't feel like you have to raise it to the ceiling. You want to tap to the ground and just lift up, okay? And in 15 seconds, we're gonna add to this. And we're gonna test your balance because it's good for you. You have 5 seconds. So now you're gonna keep your right leg up. Try to have it even with your hip. You're gonna bring your left arm up, left arm down. Left arm up, left arm down, right? And it's a lot more tricky than our regular bird dog here. But try not to let that right leg sink down, okay? You're doing a great job. Maintain that head position. And it's slow and controlled. Don't go fast. Don't be crazy, right? So on your next motion, keep that left arm up. You're just gonna hold right here. So draw in to that belly button. Keep your core tight. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch. Okay, left leg's out straight. We're lifting up and back. So we're just going to our other side. Make sure you're nice and tall on those arms, right? Even though we're not sitting in a chair, we're still thinking about our posture, right? So right here, you wanna make sure you're not slumped down with a turtleneck. You wanna stay up tall, 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 okay? And then 10 seconds, we hold this leg, and then our right arm tips over, okay? So keep that left leg up, get that position, find a focal point, right arm comes up, right arm comes down. Right arm comes up, right arm comes down. So remember, it's slow and controlled. You don't have to get very many in. As long as you're holding on to this position, that's all I really care about, okay? Keep on breathing. We got about 10 seconds. And then we're gonna hold. You got 5 seconds here. So on your next position, keep that right arm up. You're holding, squeeze those core muscles. Keep on breathing. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. So we're gonna warm up our planks here a little bit. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna be on your elbows. You're gonna start with your knees down with a plank right here. Drop those hips. We're gonna hold there for 10 seconds. Then we'll go on our toes, hold for 10 seconds, and we're gonna alternate there. Okay, so we'll go knee plank, toes plank, knee plank, toes plank, whatever. If it hurts you to be on your toes, don't go to your toes. Stay on those knees, okay? Ready? So you're on your knees, on your elbows, drop those hips down. I want you to think of squeezing those core muscles, right? And keep on breathing. Right, this is gonna get us ready for our workout today. Okay, so if you can, go up on your toes. If going up on your toes feels like too much, you can stay on your knees. You could even kick one leg out and have one knee down. Okay, we got 5 seconds till we drop back down. Keep breathing and squeezing. Okay, so still holding our plank, our knees are just down. Right, we're holding right here. We're breathing. You have 5 seconds and we go back up on our toes. Then we get a quick sip of water. Okay, you're doing a great job. Press up onto those toes if you can. Hold right there, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Grab some water, get your gliders, or just hang tight for a second. So for this first one, we're gonna do a set here. We're gonna be doing some plank positions and some glute work. So for the plank position, you're gonna either want a mat under your knee or under your hands, whatever feels good to you. I'm just kind of moving my mat out of the way. So you're gonna have both gliders on your toes. I'll show you how to modify if you need to. And you're gonna do a spider climb. So you go same foot, same hand going slow. If you modify, that's perfectly fine. Wrap that knee down. You could either come in bent or come out to the side with a straight leg, okay? So if you modify, you got one knee down, right? Otherwise, you're staying on your toes. We're only going for 30 seconds. So I'll tell you when to switch if you do one leg at a time. Okay, go ahead and get set up. We're gonna go 5 seconds here. You could be on your elbows, but it's easier on your hands. Ready? And go. So you're going same foot, same hand, side to side. So one foot comes up, it comes back, and then you go to the other side. Okay, you're doing a great job. If you're doing one leg at a time, go ahead and switch legs. Okay, we got 15 seconds to go. Maintain that head position. 10 seconds, keep on breathing. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. So gliders are just set to the side. You're gonna have your left leg out straight, and you're gonna do an up and over motion. So we're just kicking up and over, up and over. Okay, so no gliders needed. You could go down to your elbows if you need to. Okay, and if you need to have a mat underneath that knee, you can too, of course. Okay, so you're just going up and over. Nice straight arms. Make sure your core is staying tight and you're still breathing, right? No gliders on that. If you're using a glider on this, you might be kind of wacky, I don't know. So try not to let your head hang down and just stay nice and tall. We've got 30 seconds until we switch sides, right? This is kind of like your active recovery, right? Everybody loves active recovery. Guys are doing a great job. 20 seconds here. And it feels kind of nice, I think. Sure does. Almost there, 10 seconds to go. Right? Keep on rocking. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're switching left legs in, right legs out. You're kicking up and over, right? We're making that nice tall position, a capital letter A. Up and over. Up and over. Doing a great job here. Keep on maintaining. And you want to try to have that leg be as straight as possible. We've got about 30 seconds here. And then we're going to go back to a plank type position. Okay? You're doing a great job. You've got 15 seconds. Seem to go faster on the side. Maybe I can't tell time as well. That could be it. 10 seconds here. You're almost there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're gonna relax. You need one glider. And we're gonna be in a side plank. So you have 2 options. We're gonna start on our right side. You can have your knee down and your left foot has that glider and you'd slide forward and back. If you wanna make it harder, you would be up on both legs and your left leg is coming in front and back. Okay, so we've got 30 seconds per side. Ready? And go. So you're sliding that left leg forward and back. And remember, you can be on that knee if you're up on both feet. It is harder. So do what you need to do to complete this move, okay? You're doing a great job. We're getting some nice oblique action here. Okay, we got 10 seconds until we switch sides. Okay, hanging on to it. You're almost there. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax, switch sides. So we're on the left side. Right leg has that glider, same setup. And once you're in position, go for it. I almost slid over my other leg. I'm going crazy. Right, so try to maintain that position. Keep that right leg nice and straight. And you already have 15 seconds until we go to our next move. So that's pretty cool. 10 seconds. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. You're gonna stay on your side. And we're gonna do an inner thigh lift. So top leg is in front, or if that feels like too much, it can be behind. But we're lifting our bottom leg up and down. Right? So you're trying to point your toe. If you wanna make it harder, point your toe down towards the floor. And you're lifting that bottom leg up and down. So it's kind of like you're still almost in that side plank. If your leg in front doesn't feel good, you can have that leg behind you and lift there. You'll still feel it, right? Sometimes people are more comfortable that way, and that's okay. Whatever you're comfortable in doing, that's what you get to do. Okay, we got 30 seconds, and then we switch sides, right? Good old gliders. I should have made you use the glider on this. Shucks. You're doing a great job. Got 15 seconds. So try to just keep on lifting, keep on moving. The more you can kind of turn and point your toe down to the floor, the more you're going to feel it through your inner thigh. 10 seconds. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to switch. Right? And then same position here. You can have that top leg in front and lift up and down, or it can be behind. Right? So once you're in position, go ahead and go into it. I'll add extra time if you move slow. Don't worry. Right? And remember, leg can be behind. If you feel like you're really on your hip bone, roll back to your glute a little bit, and it'll work those obliques too. Right? Don't feel like you have to be on your hip bone. Right? If you're on a wood floor, it probably doesn't feel good. I'm on carpet, so it's a little bit cushionier. Cushionier, that's a word. Now you know. And remember, try to point those toes down to the ground, and it makes a real difference. Even if you don't feel like you're really pointing them to the floor, just do it a little bit, and it burns, I think. Pretty wild stuff. You got 30 seconds to go. And then we got one more plank, and then we're done with planks for the day. You heard me, I said it. That's an easy day. Doing a great job. 15 seconds, keep on lifting. Doing a great job. Right, use your exhales. We're almost there, I promise. Keep hanging on to it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Then you're going to have both gliders. And I'm going to show you the 2 variations you can do. So this is called a grasshopper plank. Why? I don't know. So you're going to have your toe on the glider. You're out in the plank. You're going to come across with your leg. You come back, come across with your leg, and back. So you alternate there. That's option number 1. Okay? If you modify, you're going to have that knee down. And like before, you're coming wide and back. Right, wide, and back. And you do one side at a time. So even if you're modifying, I promise you it's tough. Okay, we got 30 seconds. We're going to go in 5 seconds. That gives you enough time to decide what you want to do. All right, ready? And go. So you would slide across, come back, slide across. If you're modifying, remember you've got that knee down. You're going to go one side at a time. If you did alternate, I suppose you could. I'm not sure what it would look like though. But you're coming across, coming across. So if you're modifying, go ahead and switch sides. Okay? And we got about 10 seconds to go. Okay, you're doing a great job. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Grab some water. So our next moves, you're going to be on your back the whole time. So that might be good news or bad news. I don't know. So we're going to do bridges. So for bridges, you're going to want to make sure there's nothing under your glider. So if you have a mat, you could have it basically at your lower back and up. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to do a regular bridge to start with. So you'll just press up and down. After that, you're going to hold, and you're going to do an alternating circle. So you would circle out and back, circle out and back. It's kind of like you're drawing heart shapes, but one at a time. Okay? 30 seconds of each of those moves. Ready? And go. So first one, you're just pressing up and down. Try to drive through those heels. So if you can go heels down, toes up, it makes it a little bit more challenging, right? And you're just going side, or not side, don't go side to side. I'm losing it. You're just pressing up and squeezing. Those are the words. So we got 10 seconds until we draw our circles or our heart shapes. You're like, I heart Pilates is what we're gonna draw. Okay, so hold your bridge with your right leg. You're gonna swing out and come back, out and come back. So it's like you're drawing a heart with your legs. It doesn't have to be a huge motion, right? You're just going side to side, okay? Side to side as you hold that bridge, right? We're cleaning your floors right now. So you got 15 seconds. Right, look how fast it's already going. We're not doing anything too wild. Okay, we got 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're gonna relax those hips down, set your gliders to the side, and we're gonna do core bracing. So on this core bracing, your main focus is your lower back. Your head's gonna stay down. You're gonna have your legs in the tabletop. You're gonna exhale, one leg comes down, inhale back, you'll go to the other side, and then you're gonna go both. So on this, the closer you get to the floor, the harder it is. Pay attention to your back. If it hurts to do both, don't do both, just alternate. Ready? And go. So you come, exhale, one leg comes down, inhale back, exhale down, inhale back, both legs together, and back. So when you do both, it's a lot harder, right? You wanna take your time with this move. If you wanted to hold a crunch, you can. It makes it a little bit easier to push your back down, but of course it does work your core more. So taking your time one at a time and going back, right? If your back is just really hating you, just do an alternating march and always have a foot down on the ground, okay? Do what you need to do to keep maintaining them. Make sure your knees are staying bent at a 90-degree angle. And when your feet come down, if they're near your butt, you need to scoot those feet away. Okay, we're gonna go about 30 more seconds here, just because it's fun, right? And then we're gonna go back to our bridges. So nice and easy motions. You're not going fast. You wanna stay in your range of motion. And you should feel your core fired up on this. It's a pretty brutal one if you do it right. We're almost there, you've got 10 seconds. And then we go back to our bridge. Okay, you got 5 seconds, so go ahead and do one more set, right? So you'll go a single, and you'll go a double, and you're gonna relax. Okay, so now you're gonna have both gliders again. Okay, move number 1 is just your regular bridges. After that, we hold, and we're gonna alternate and slide those legs out. Okay, ready? And go. So it's just a regular bridge to start with. Remember, if you can go heels down, toes up, it's gonna work you just a little bit more. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes. And you're doing a great job. Right, and this feels good so far. You're like, dang, my bridges are strong. My glutes are so powered up, this doesn't even hurt. And we got 15 seconds, and then we go into our next move, right? You're doing a great job. You've got about 5 seconds here, okay? So let's do one more bridge. So press up, hold, squeeze those glutes. You're gonna alternate. One leg goes out and then the other. So you're going side to side here, right? If that feels like you wanna step it up a little bit, you could go quicker, or you could let both legs come out, both legs come in, right? But I'm gonna stick to one side at a time, because I'm not too wild today, you know? There's still plenty of the day left. I can't kill my hamstrings totally. I gotta be able to walk over there and hit my computer. You guys don't want to see me go, oh my gosh. So going side to side, stretching those legs out as much as you can. You're keeping your hips up, right? You're breathing. You got about 15 seconds. 10 seconds. And then we go back to a core bracing move. Heck yeah. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to relax. So now for your core bracing, you're going to be up on a crunch. If you can, you're going to have both legs up. You're going to go single leg, then you'll go both, okay? The rule is pay attention to that back. If you modify, go one leg at a time, and I'm going to tell you when to switch, okay? Ready? And go. So exhale, one leg comes down, inhale back, exhale down, inhale back. Pay attention to that back when you do both legs. Don't feel like you have to go to the floor. Okay, and if you're modifying, you're focusing on your core and one leg at a time. Okay, so do your range of motion. You don't even have to look at me, right? Focus in on what your body's doing. Pay attention to that back, right? Give it all the attention that it needs. Okay, you're doing a great job here. You're just going step by step. And if you are doing one leg at a time, go ahead and switch your legs. Try to keep those legs as straight as you can. And you want to control that movement, right? So remember, those exhales help power up that core, right? Your abs should be burning. And if you need to do smaller motions, that's fine. It's gonna work you like crazy, I promise. Okay, you're doing a great job here. Just going side to side, feeling good. And it just burns slightly, right? Just a little bit. Okay, you're doing a great job. We got 10 seconds. So let's do 2 full moves. There's one. I'm going both legs. And then I'm on my final move. I'm going one, both legs together, back up, and relax. So we got one more bridge move. You're gonna have both gliders. So this time, you'll be doing your regular old bridge, up and down. After that, you hold, your leg's gonna come out, wide, back, in. Out, wide, back, in. Okay, so you'll alternate, you'll go out, wide, back, in, but our first move is just a regular bridge. If you wanna amp it up a little bit, scoot your feet away from your butt and press up there. Go ahead and go. So exhale up and squeeze and back. Squeeze and back. So if your feet are more away from your body, this is gonna be a lot more challenging on those hamstrings. If your shins were burning, doing heels down, toes up, just put your feet flat down, right? And press up and down there. We have 10 seconds until we go into that next move, okay? Use that exhale, squeeze those glutes. You have 5 seconds. So on your next bridge, press up, hold. Okay, right leg's gonna come out. It comes wide, it comes back, it comes in. Left leg's out, wide, back, in. Out, wide, back, in. Out, wide, back, in. Right, take your time. If you're really daring, you can see what it feels like to do both legs at the same time. I'm not even gonna show you because I know what that feels like. Okay, keep on going, taking your time. Try to get as large a range of motion as you can. As that leg kicks out, make sure your body's not moving too much, right? We want our core to be in control. Okay, we got about 10 more seconds. And then we've got one more move of the day. So we're almost there. You got 5. Here's 4. Here's 3. I'm making you go extra because I counted 2. Let's do one more, finish up here. And 1, and relax. Okay, so we're gonna do the most challenging core bracing here next. So we're gonna start with a 30-second of a double crunch. So your head starts down, your legs are gonna come down. As you pull up, you'll lift in your crunch and come back. We've got 30 seconds like that. Then you're gonna hold a crunch and we're gonna do leg lifts where you'll come up and back. So on that, you wanna keep your back down, no hands under our back. If you modify, you'll have 1 foot down, okay? So double crunch starts first. You either have both legs up or one leg down, okay? Head starts down. So your legs are gonna come down, go ahead, they're coming down as far as you can. You're gonna slowly peel up, pull those legs, crunch. Your head comes down. As those legs come down, you peel up and crunch. Okay, so remember, if you have one leg down, that's fine, right? I'll tell you when to switch if you wanna switch, but you need to pay attention to that back. So I want you to do what you need to do, right? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Okay, if I have both legs up, it does not mean you have to, okay? Don't feel like you have to touch the ground. Remember, small movements are better than large wacky ones. Go ahead and switch legs if you did one at a time. Okay, and you're taking your time. You wanna go as big a range of motion as you can control. Okay, you're almost there. We've got 10 seconds, and then we go to that leg lift. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that crunch, legs come up straight. Exhale, you come down as far as you feel you can. Inhale, you come back up. Remember, you can do one leg at a time. Don't feel like you have to come down to the ground. Pay attention to your core and your lower back, right? Use that crunch to help you push your back down. Okay, if you're doing one leg at a time, you have 10 seconds until you switch, right? Keep it in a range of motion that feels good to you. Okay, if you're doing one leg, go ahead and switch for me. You've got both, you keep on cooking. Going as large as you feel you can in this motion. You have 10 seconds left of your whole workout, and then we're done. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you finish off your exercise and relax. And you made it. Great job. core bracing.